And we're back here at Kingswood Oval with TJ Schulte and the hose.
And there we go, the Croatians get us underway in the second half.
Archer handball and well tackled by Andy Cabaz. Stacks on the mill, ball up again. Yeah.
Another ball up. So it's Scotty Solomon. No. Yeah, Scotty Solomon relieving kick. Matthew Glenn.
So it's going to be a free kick here to Athelstone. David, are you over there on the outer side, David? Oh, for a beautiful ball there by Athelstone, straight to full forward and well read there.
We are set up with 88.4 now, so just hoping we're audible around the ground.
Yes.
I think we are. Dave's looking at us.
Yeah, I've got a couple of Jets boys down there tuning in too, so welcome to all our listeners on 88.4 as Swift from Athelstone starts the quarter off very well for the Raggies and they move to within 10 points or so.
Yeah, they come hard in that last bit of the second quarter there, Matt, and Unley didn't put them away when they had their chance, kicked in accurately, and they've left the door open, only 11 points in it.
Coach Hall will be pretty disappointed. I went down to the Jets half-time room and had listened to his messages, and they were all about pressure and accountability, and to give that free away, particularly on half-back there, I'm not sure who it was, set that goal up for Athelstone. So here we go again, ball up again, we'll go again.
Playing with the 7-man forward line as well.
And just quickly as well, while we have a secondary ball up, it is PAC 6 goals up over Salisbury North, as we've got listeners all around the grounds here. Thanks to our friends at PAC. Thank you, Jimmy Carter.
Ollie Moss one-on-one, holds his position really well. Peachy is trying to get in there as well. Here comes Dylan DeVal. Athelstone holding it well low, go out towards the boundary line. Quick succession of handballs. Sheedy, reliable as ever. Over to number 9, over to Dia to Televi, who forces it out of bounds by Andy Cabaz.
Just having a couple of issues here. We apologise if...
I'll just go offline for a bit.
You're off, Hose. You've been sacked. No, we'll work for it.
All right, so the big Croatian gets the tap to Nut Chettle. Quick handball back in, but comes to Andy Cabaz on his trusty left, puts it into a beautiful position for the Jets. Ollie Moss, strong mark. That's a big grab by the big Ol. 30 metres out, 35 metres out, straight in front, and that was a strong mark. So that was well done, Andy Cabaz again. He's having a great game. So by Ollie. The breeze seems to have died down again a bit, so hopefully he's not kicking it much of a breeze here. He should make the distance, only a matter of accuracy. Very deliberate approach. Comes in. The goal umpire hadn't moved. The goal umpire has not moved. The balcony's gone berserk. The boys are happy. A quick reply by the Jets.
It is. There we go. It's Unley Mercedes Jets 8 goals 9, Athelstone 6 goals 4, and I think we're back on. We're back live, and we're on 88.4 over there. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Static through the line, and I kind of think it's the cars on the road.
Yes. Here we are, enjoying the call in Coffin Bay. So they're hearing us in Coffin Bay. Give me some oysters. Come on, you Jetters. I've had the beer, now I want the oysters. I'm leaving the car here for the night. I'm going to be honest with you.
America, Orlando, Florida. We've had a lot of different
Colorado.
cities around the world.
Speaking of which, free kick to Henry Westall. Handball to Andy Cabaz. Andy Cabaz long in. Zach Lundberg. He's trying to get around, but he's been wrapped up. But he's got it back. Handballs into Andy Cabaz again on his right foot. It's in a dangerous spot. Ollie's got the muscle going again. It bounces in front of the players. People thought that was a free to Moss, but it's play on. Athelstone drive it out towards the scoreboard. They're still under pressure, though. Well done, Mitch DeVal. Great tackling.
A little bit of liquid volume coming from the balcony now. This is fantastic. It's up the notch. It's a torpedo punt, misguided torpedo punt taken by.
That goes long. Back into the dangerous spot. A really good mark in defence by, is that Fitzpatrick? And Athelstone are going to work this out wide. A bit of a scrubby kick. He's put under pressure. Handball's back in. Another really good kick under pressure by Athelstone, and that would be Mazuris. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan goes deep to the half-forward Athelstone. Getting quite a bit of interference, so again, apologies about this. I'm sure we'll get it right eventually. And free kick, is it deliberate maybe, to Chettle, deep in defence for Unley. He goes inboard to Crocker. Crocker's got a paddock here to run with, and he's got a bit of pace, so he goes wide to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with the white boots. Goes down the wing in front of our TV cameraman Dave, and Henry Westall takes a lovely mark. Plays on, pushes the ball in front of him, but he's been wrapped up by Athelstone, and he didn't quite mark it actually. He controlled it, let's say, and probably just didn't quite keep his balance as well as he could have.
And slowly but surely together, boys.
Yeah, just that static.
A little bit of static, but I'm not sure if they... Look, what I'm hearing is it's coming through loud. So if you are listening on the car radio, thanks for listening. Sure, Mike, mate. It's got to go.
No, that's all right.
So we've... Posey is offline now. It's official. Luke Posey is offline. It's his mic, so you're on...
Righto. So we have what's the collective noun for a group of players not doing much on the northern wing, or the John Eddy wing we like to call it, and a big shout out too to the Interstate ex-Jets boys who I think are listening into this as well. Nate Chettle, a lovely clearance to Zach Lumberg. The scissor, he puts it into full foot. Ollie Moss 1-on-1 and marks again. Ollie Moss. So Ollie will have a shot. He's only 20 metres out, pretty much straight in front, very slight angle. He should kick this. This shouldn't be a problem, but again, that deliberate approach. It looks very purposeful, young Ollie, and he puts that straight through the middle, and that's Ollie's 4th goal on top of his 8 last week. So he's really coming back as a major up front threat for the Jets this year, which is heavy wrapped and the club's wrapped too. So he's the leading goal kicker on the ground. Ollie Moss with 4, Zach Lumberg with 3, and a couple of players from Athelstone have kicked 2, Petrohilos and Swift.
Yes, no, beautiful signs there for Unley. They're taking a handy lead there.
So 23-point lead to the Jets, 18 scoring shots to 10. So they, as Hose kept saying earlier in the call, Jets could probably be a little bit further in front here. They probably had more of the play. Good tap from Athelstone. Might have been too high to Sheedy, but no. Fogarty's going to clear for the Jets. Goes into half forward. Petch dives hard at it, and he's been hit in the head.
Big clash of bodies there.
But it's the decision's been given Athelstone way. I think probably because Petchy wasn't entirely going for the ball. So number 6, Kurt Durden for Athelstone, goes out wide, finds a player, 22, Aaron Stewart. Stewart on the left foot, goes long to the playground area, and a good mark by Athelstone at half forward. He's 65 out, 70 out.
Crucial forward movement here, but it's a high ball.
And the static seems to have gone.
Yes.
Sorry to our listeners.
Apologies, we are a work in progress. Keep us going, Schultze. Keep us going, mate. You're the go-to man. Ball!
And now Stewie's the go-to man. Nick Stewart takes a bounce out of fullback. Kicks long to centre half forward. Ollie Moss 1-on-1. Good spoil by Athelstone. But he slips in a lovely spot in front. Great tackle by Athelstone. Puts it out in the Dylan Duval direction, but Sullivan mops up nicely.
I'm expecting a big second half from Heaslip. He did a nervous poo at half-time. I copped the brunt of that while I was in the toilet, and I hope he has a big second half. I hope it's all worth it.
Okay, here we go again. So Matt Moss shakes a couple off. Over to Andy Cabaz. Not the best bit of footy just there.
No, you wouldn't bottle that last 15 seconds. We'll have a ball up 55 metres out from the Unley Mercedes goal.
On the mill, Scotch 7-12, Lee Broadview 7-5 in Division 2, and Old Ignatius 7-3, leading Pembroke 3-5.
We'll do a full, as we're going to have a secondary ball up here. Good tackle there by Athelstone on Matty Moss. And of course, we'll be doing a good scores of out of grounds, all grades, all divisions, all leagues at 3/4 time. As it's tight, it's tense, it's 23 points to the good, only Mercedes. And look, if you are listening on your car on 88.4 around the ground, give us a toot. Just give us a little tooty toot at the next goal, please. We want to hear you. We want to hear your horns. We'd love to know who's listening on 88.4 as we have another ball up. Of course, we are on a 15-second delay, so make sure next goal we want to hear all the horns, please, and hope. Oh!
Zach Lumberg hits him like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I think he's dead. I think the boy is dead.
Yes, Zach has actually near killed someone there.
Well, Matty Glenn there, I'll tell you what.
And play on to the ump. That was the best bit about the tackle. The ump saw nothing bad, and it was just a really solid hit.
It was just a great tackle.
Another ball up here. It's 35 metres out from the Unley Mercedes goal. Very dangerous position just in front of the scoreboard. Quick kick.
Chettle, but Sullivan's playing a ripper game, as he always does.
This third quarter, he's their captain, I think, Scotty Sullivan. Yeah.
Stewart.
Aaron Stewart, one of the left-footed midfielders. Ooh.
Any relation to Rod Stewart? Is that any relation to Rod Stewart?
Not quite.
Oh, beautiful pickup. Who was that?
Angus Owen, I think it was.
Oh, Dylan DeVal, lovely take off the pack. Handball's woolly.
Yeah. Oh, kicking in danger there.
Play on to the ump. Good hands by Sheedy. And Durden will go free for...
Sheedy's changed his boots. He's gone from the white boots in the first quarter.
Bad skill error by Athelstone. Turns it over to Chettle. Wow, handball out wide by Wolf, but it's been brought back. Free kick to Chettle, the first man in the pack. I don't know why the ump didn't let that passenger play go, but anyway, it's gone back to Chettle.
Absolute terrier, isn't he?
Goes long in the Ollie Moss direction. And he slipped, runs onto the ball, dodges one. Kicks on his left, around his shoulder. It's a lovely kick. That's a Rovers goal. What a beautiful goal by Luke Heaslip.
It's as if he's moving quicker in the second half. I'm not sure what we could put that down to, but I'll tell you what, it's as if he's had his fibre and he's come good, and what a beautiful snap that was.
Moss is a big, strong boy. Then he held three out, and then he pounded the ball to the ground so that the young Heaslip could run onto that. That was his ability to block and create a bit of a pathway there. He's a big, strong boy, Big Moss.
Thanks for listening to us on Mixlr and, of course, 88.4. Dave, give us a wave if you can hear us over there on the outer side, or as we have another ball up. Up before acceptances and down again was the Croatian sensation. Ball spills. This time it's Athelstone. They'll kick it straight out onto the wing. Straight past the ponytailed boundary umpire. He is a boy. But onto it is
DeVal.
DeVal, and
out
he's
the full.
Kicked it out.
Straight past Dave.
Dave, the cameraman.
Athelstone lost a little bit of run this quarter because they've had to drop Heath Fitzpatrick back onto Moss instead of playing off the half-back line. So they've lost a little bit of run and dash off the half-back
They've
line.
also lost the footy. The footy has weirdly gone out through the gates and rolled down a neighbour's driveway, and it's just come back now. Here we go. So
I think Athelstone going to roll the dice and let Fitzpatrick play as that quarterback. He did that so well in that first half.
Crocker handballs out of defence.
Oh, the locals are lubricated now, I tell you. There's some sparkling repartee coming on the back.
Lovely handball. Jim Cabaz has had a bit of a quieter game today, but that's not a bad spot for Ollie. Ollie, one hand, been held, been caught off. Play on set the arm. Handball by Will Batty out in the Heaslip direction. Heaslip jumps to the ground as he often does, and he's well held in there by a double tackle from
Big
the Raggy.
Moss finds it hard to get a free kick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's certainly shades of Nick Jolly. They're just being held and molested, but Scotty Sullivan will be first to it. Extracts a handball, looks for Sheedy. Sheedy at ground level, beautifully won. Outside to Westover. Westover drops what he should have taken, now applies a tackle. Umpire comes in, the young umpire, and he says, I'll have it, thank you. I'll ball it up, and it'll be 55 metres around from the Unley goal. Unley, a very handy 29-point lead on the South Wales Football Demons Club scoreboard, right underneath our vocal locals.
Who are fired up and are starting to give me a bit of stick too, which I'm not happy with. As it'll be a ball in.
Oh, they're having a good day. Everyone in the crowd's having a good day. That's what you want to see in local footy.
There's no doubt. Unley do it well. There's no doubt about it. Unley certainly do it well.
Bit of a push in the back there, I think. Yeah, it's being picked up.
Okay.
And the bigger
That's a medal to Croatia.
Sensation, yes.
Yakov.
Jim Cabaz pulled out of... Oh, he's run over the ball. Handball over the top. Down Andrew Cabaz. Brotherly love. And Andrew smashes it through for the Jets' 11th goal. Unlucky on the scoreboard. Has got that up already.
Is that the same Cabaz that missed from the goal square?
No. Jim missed from the goal square earlier, but he did handle to his brother Andy then.
Probably a good move, and Andy has absolutely smashed it into the back windscreen of the ground, on the back windscreen.
It looked a bit ordinary
from
there
a foot and a half out.
Yeah.
James, he didn't actually run onto the ball, and it bounced fortuitously for him, and a little quick handball out.
Biggest lead of the game, boys?
Yeah, absolutely. Is the biggest lead on the South Wales Demons Football Club scoreboard. It's 11 goals, 9. Unley, Athelstone 6 goals, 4. Unley get the next one, they win.
Oh, whoa. Like that on the balcony, boys are all Jets, by the way. Love that call from TJ.
We should get some special comments over here, I reckon.
James O'Sullivan and Nate Chettle, they're under pressure, the Jets here across up back, but Solly does really well. He's had a crack game. Crocker runs into a wall, but somehow gets a kick away to Josh Archer and pushes it out wide to Dylan DeVal. Out of bounds.
Yeah, go in this quarter, and they're both 11 points at half time out to 29 points. Only about 8 minutes in, playing.
So, unfortunately, Archer looked away just as he's about to get the ball. So, turnover for the Jets, and Athelstone bring it out to the wing. Walk goes in like a flying missile, and fortunately, probably misses everyone. Nick Stewart stands up in the tackle, and that will be a ball up. So one interesting thing I've noticed about the Jet setup too is that Andy Cabaz has played on the northern wing for the entire game, and I think that's kind of helped him. He's just made that his own, that little patch of grass out there.
Yeah, the great thing about having a brother playing is, and not knowing them, we just keep calling their names as if the three of them had a huge game, but there's actually 6 of them out there, the 3 brothers, and again, great friendly.
Yeah, when in doubt, just say one of their names.
Big dog dropped it.
Oh, that's
out in the fall, and we'll see a free kick there.
Chanel of that.
Oh, Schultze's doing material now. I tell you what, it's all starting to come together. As
Nick Stewart, the son of the president, who shares a house with Ollie Moss, Matt Moss. And
so that's Rod Stewart, yeah?
Yeah, Rocket Rod.
Rocket Rod's. I licked
Not
his
the
face
singer.
once.
Not the
Yeah,
singer.
no, I licked his face in an interview at Grassroots Footy.
This is dreadful. But back to Stewart.
Young
Dodges
Stewart.
one and runs free.
My
He's got a big
favourite
left foot.
Walk will fly.
Oh, he had that all the way, didn't
mate, like, he's like the postman. He delivers, Nick Walk, doesn't he?
He's a legend. Okay, Ollie Moss is going to do some damage here. More the Athelstone blokes hit each other.
Mark.
That is some collision there.
Yeah,
That's not what you want, though. You don't want your teammate killing you.
That's a brilliant mark, and a gutsy. That's really gutsy.
Yeah.
Both players get up too, which is great. Oh, Unley player gets put down right near the ump. But
Right the ump.
See, that is a good mark.
Yeah, he certainly treaded where Angels fear, and but the chain of handballs here from Athelstone. They're scrambly play, ball on the ground, bouncing around. Unley converge. We're going to have a ball up, I think. We certainly are.
All of us have played. You've been in that spot, and you just don't want to be there. And he just put his body there, and just didn't have any fear, did he? It was brilliant.
No, beautifully done. And he's one out here. Of course, I'm talking about Ollie Moss. If they can get a quick kick here, he's a chance, and they do.
So Andy Cabaz, handball to Dylan DeVal. He's coming low and quick too. And Ollie Moss shepherds that through, but brilliant effort by the Athelstone fullback, who looks actually hurt here.
It was the strength again of Moss who nearly caused that to go through.
I reckon he's just flung a leg out. Who is that that's down, Phil?
The ball did.
Ollie squashed him, by the way.
Yeah, the ball did go through for a goal, but he managed to deflect it with something. He's got a big brown spot in his chest.
That's Fitzpatrick again.
That's Ollie's poo.
Good clearing kick there. That was, of course, Morello. Yeah, you're a big fan of his, I know. To Cluse. Cluse goes to centre wing, but it's Walk's ball, I think. He sits under it, but they win it here. Good play there. That is just Westover. He goes long to centre half forward. Anyone's ball here. Athelstone lead to the ball. Sheedy now. Sheedy this way, that away. Dodges one. Looks, goes to the pocket, and a beautiful measured kick finds Scotty Sullivan. He'll line up 40 metres out.
From half back. That's good. A good searching run there from Scotty Sullivan from the half back line.
Yes, Sullivan here, over 200 games for the Raggies. He's an experienced footballer. Would expect him to put this through, and he needs to. His team 36 points in arrears as we look at the South Wales Football Club scoreboard.
And really good this quarter so far, Scotty Sullivan.
Yep.
Yeah, him and Shady are real standouts. Dia Talevi's having a good game. Petrohilas, but he's put that straight through, I think.
That's a good goal.
That's a lovely goal from there, and there's
goal to Sullivan.
Muted response because we're surrounded by Jets here, but that was a really good goal by us.
Over on the South Wales Football Club scoreboard, it's the Unley Mercedes Jets, 11 goals, 10-76.
Just for our listeners around the ground.
Hang on a sec. Unley Mercedes 11-10 and Athelstone 7 goals 4. It's a 30-point game.
On the Australian Gas Networks around the ground scoreboard, Hectorville 8-4, leading Edwardstown 4-8. So we've got a 20-point margin for the Hounds out there at Daily Reserve.
Ball up here, the Croatian sensation wins the tap down, but the opposition ruckman wins it really well read there by Randa. He goes long to full forward. Unley Mercedes leading the race to the ball, causes spillage, but it's Athelstone at ground level. That is, of course, Elliott. Elliott goes this way, that way. Left foot kick, beautifully measured kick to Mazouris. Is that how you say it?
Mazouris, yeah.
Mazouris, and he'll line up now, 50 metres out from the Athelstone goal on about a 30-degree angle.
Get this goal and they're back in it, back to 22 points. 24 points, sorry.
Yes, nice kick. Again, lines up, head over the ball, straight line towards the goal. Balcony boys give him a bit of advice, but it's a beautiful left foot kick. He has threaded the needle there, straight through the high diddle-diddle, down at the, we're calling that the Ray White real estate end. It's a beautiful kick and a beautiful goal. It takes Athelstone to 8 goals 4, trailing Unley Mercedes 11 goals 10 on the South Wales Demons Football Club scoreboard. And we're just going to very quickly shoot around the major grounds, and we look at Sydney Swans have taken a 50-point lead over St Kilda. There's a bit of a turn up for the books. And of course, last night, the Cats, 23-point winners over the Dogs' Hose.
I saw the last half, got back from the airport and had a look. Yeah, brilliant.
Ball just coming back to the centre, and while the ball comes back to the centre, probably just got a little bit of time. South by 36, the Eagles by 13, Westies by 6 as we have it all up.
So Luke Randa wins the tap for Athelstone. Players converge from everywhere. The umpire's letting this go quite well, actually. I don't mind this sort of umpiring. And in fact, Troy Hall specifically mentioned to the Jets not to give up in these tight pack situations, to keep tackling, keep trying to force the ball out, because the umpire will let it go for as long as he can. Having said that, Walk just throws a bloke in the air, and it'll be ball up number 3, exactly still in the centre circle.
This is probably the best umpire I've seen all year from Brad Webber in his 500th game, and the other young lady's doing a good job.
So Walk's clearance is held in by Athelstone in the true centre half forward position for the Jets.
Yeah, Andrew Kaz there laying the tackle. Probably just needed to back off on the tackle, put the hand in the air and say, come on, umpire, he's not doing anything. And he may have been rewarded. Unley there, tackle, quick kick. Probably could have held it in there, but first onto it.
Walking really hard. He's fighting like a tiger to get that. He's fired up, Walkie, at the minute.
Yep. Next goal is absolutely crucial in this one. 24 points to Unley. They've got control of the game, but you don't want to give Athelstone a sniff. Third man up. That's Westy. My boy. Yeah, Westy. But it's won by Athelstone. They shoot clear. They shoot off down the wing now. That's Chanella to Tarka. Tarka now to Cluse. Cluse goes long towards full forward area. Good spoil by Unley. Ping-ponging around. High tackle possibly. And it is paid. Athelstone in and under at the contest to earn that free kick. Danger signs here. Look like
ball up.
Oh no, it's ball up, pardon me. Okay, well, that's good news. Isn't it, Schultz?
Yes, yeah, it was. And Spinellio took a good clean tap, but it's coming up to Athelstone, and they're on the wing. They kick it in towards the pocket, and Spinellio marks the return kick, so it's pretty much Big Lucas's ball at the minute. He goes back exactly to where it just came from, and it's the same result, out of bounds.
Yeah, look, he certainly couldn't have been looking where he kicked, because he's kicked it straight to Spinellio all by himself. Good relief there for... so we're out in the centre wing there, right across, just near Dave there on the outer side. We hope you're listening on 88.4 Coast FM around the ground. And it is Unley Mercedes by 24 points.
Well done, Westall. Gets the secondary tap and then runs through with the ball. Good tackle. Andrew Cabaz wraps up an Athelstone player, 33, which is James Davies, and we have a ball up at half forward for the Raggies.
Again, it's the Raggies now through Chanella. High up and under kick to full forward. Raggies come out like a train. They should get this right in front of the playground. 55 metres out. Good tackle. They call ball. Mitch DeVal was that with a beautiful tackle.
Yeah.
And the ball was out of play. We're going to have a ball in 65 metres around from the Athelstone goal.
5 up forward, they had 7 up forward early, started with 7, now back to 5. So once again, Troy Hall keeping everyone guessing with his moves. So always difficult to match up, and yeah, you've got some different structures. Ball on the far wing there.
Three-quarter time at Glenunga Oval. It's
undefeated, Glenunga, aren't they?
Well, everyone has previously Glenunga are the best side in Division 5.
What on Nick Stewart goes through and gets hit high, and what's the umpire doing here? The umpire was centre forward for Athelstone. Athelstone have been much more of the play in the last 5 minutes or so, and got a bit of momentum here.
Yeah, Shetty
Yossip, Chettle, Andy Cabaz. It's a familiar series of names here. Will Batty. Will Batty turns left, right, kicks into the pockets. A bit of an up and under. He didn't look at hard walk. Jimmy Cabaz in front of the pack nearly held that. And players think he did. The balcony thinks he did hold it. And the umpire with the little moustache has gone, no, that is not. Boston tap. It's right near our commentary vision. Ollie Moss does a funny little one-handed thing. Nate Chettle dives in on it. Jim Cabaz in like a train. Athelstone holding up well, and that was with that, rather than go back and face a nest of Jets coming towards him. Christia Tabelli.
He's off, Sam Tuck.
Which allowed Chanella to kick it forward, and he's found a player out on his own on the half-forward flank. Nate Chettle comes from nowhere but overruns it, so it's still back with Athelstone. It's just good tackling, I suppose, too. There's a lot of pressure every time the players are getting the ball at the minute, and so even when the players are getting it, they know there's someone about to come and hit them hard. Big Yossip just taps it straight out of bounds. He loves having a tap, Yoss. That's why he's having another crack at it again now. Ball up next to the Athelstone coach's box. Ruckman jostled for it. No real advantage, but Davey Fogarty gets a quick kick forward to an Athelstone player all on his own in the middle. Who is dear to Levy, and is that the siren? Yeah, sure. It's Jets 11-11. To Athelstone 8-4, and that would be a point advantage, which is handy.
Sorry about the static.